Yeah.
All right, shalom. We are the Hebrew Israelites. Come out here week in and week out to prophesy the downfall of America and to let the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans know that they the true children of Israel, which is posted right here on this sign. And to let the so-called white man know that he the devil and his kingdom is going down, his dominion, he about to be taken out of his power. And as far as our people who want to follow the so-called white man, you continue following him, you're going to be destroyed right along with the so-called white man. We want to say bless the elect, double honor to the elders at GMS, and all praise to Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua.
2 Timothy 2:10. Therefore, I endure all things for the elect's sake.
Yeah, Paul said he endured all things for the elect's sake. Because the destruction of America has one and the same with the salvation of the elect of Israel. The Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. The elect of those nations, of those three people, that's who the Lord is going to save. He's not coming back to save the so-called white man. He's not coming back to save the so-called Japanese and the Chinese, the East Indians, and damn for sure ain't coming back to save the Africans. Because we not African Americans. That's a byword that they put on us. So we wouldn't know our true heritage.
Therefore, I endure all things for the elect's sake.
Yup, endure all things for the elect's sake. The studying, the researching, the being out in the cold, being out in the heat. The Lord said go out there and bid people to the marriage. We don't just come out here because we ain't got nothing else better to do. We fear the Most High, so we got to keep His commandment. And He said go out there on the highways and the byways. You know, we got to teach the people. He said He was going to raise up pastors that will feed you with knowledge and wisdom and understanding. You can't go to the churches nowadays and sit here and have them answer all your questions. Because all they going to speak to you is out of their heart. They going to tell you what you want to hear, them smooth things. Because if you go to them and ask them, is hell real? They going to tell you, yeah, because that's what you're used to hearing.
That they may also obtain the salvation.
Yeah, that they also may obtain the salvation. We not saying that we saved, but the Lord said go out there on the highways and the byways and bid people to the marriage. Sitting out here is part of fishing. Like when the Lord told the two that was sitting, they were sitting there fishing, He said, come follow me and I will make you fishers of men. That's what we doing. We not saying we saved or we holier than thou, but we just fearing the Most High and keeping His commandment. Even if we don't get saved, Lord willing, we do. But if we don't, at least we had a partake into the rise of the nation of Israel's kingdom, the downfall of America, the downfall of the so-called white man who's known as Esau in the Bible, or the Edomites.
That they may also obtain the salvation which is in Hamashiach Yahushua.
Yeah, that they may also obtain the salvation which is in the one who the world called Jesus Christ. Because His name is in Hebrew. You got to call on Him in Hebrew. When people sit here, they go to church and the pastor tell them that they saved. What are you saved from? You're not saved from your bills because you still got to pay them. You're not saved from the government taking taxes out of your check because they still taking them. Salvation ain't came yet. Because the full destruction ain't came yet. The full destruction gonna be them thermonuclear missiles, man, in World War III. That's the whole point of the salvation.
Second Timothy 2:10. Therefore I endure all things for the elect's sake, that they may also obtain the salvation which is in Hamashiach Yahushua with eternal glory.
Yeah, with eternal glory, because it's a glorious thing to praise the Most High in sincerity and truth. People go to church and they don't mind praising the Most High because they can do it how they want to do it. They can do it their own way. They can go to church on Sunday, skip 2 weeks, and then go back again because they broke or something. We have no choice. If you really fear the Most High, you would, you know what I'm saying, put your full effort into praising Him.
Joshua 24 and 14. Now therefore, fear the Lord and serve him in sincerity.
Yep, fear the Lord and serve him in sincerity. And the scriptures say in Proverbs, the fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge. So once you actually come off your high horse and acknowledge that you fear the Most High deal with you. But if you sit here and you got all this worldly doctrine, all of this, you got the hell doctrine that you burn eternally in fire. You got the virgin birth indoctrinated in you. You know what I'm saying? The Most High can't deal with you because it contradicts what the truth of the Bible is. Go ahead.
Now therefore, fear the Lord and serve him in sincerity and in truth.
Yeah, in sincerity and in truth. You can't be half-assing or just playing around or trying to please man, because the Lord gonna expose you. To say everything done in the dark is gonna come to the light. You know, and talking with one of the brothers, that's the spirit that's going on right now. The Lord's shaking the real from the fake, man. If you sitting acting like you're a man of the Lord, he exposing you that you're not.
And put away the gods which your fathers served.
Yep.
On the other side of the flood and in Egypt.
Yep, put away them guys that we served back in the day, back in the reincarnation. Or even nowadays, how they rather celebrate Christmas over Hanukkah. They celebrate New Year's, they celebrate Easter over the Passover. They celebrate Valentine's Day. They don't know nothing about these holidays, the origins of these holidays, but they just go ahead and do it because that's what they was raised in. But like I said before, once you actually realize, acknowledge that you fear the Most High, that's when he'll deal with you.
And serve ye the Lord.
Yep.
Hi guys. You know what? I read the Bible too.
Verse 15. And if it seem evil unto you to serve the Lord.
Yeah, if it seem evil unto you to serve the Lord.
Choose you this day whom you will serve.
Yeah, because you can't be lukewarm, man. You either serve the Most High in truth and sincerity, or you rather be a part of this world, part of the destruction that's coming to this place.
Whether the gods which your fathers served that were on the other side of the flood.
Yep, whether your gods that your father served on the other side of the flood, once again, because even back then, you didn't have all of Israel serving all them the heathen nation gods. You always had a certain amount. You always had a certain number that the Lord has set up for them. Not, you know what I'm saying? Not to, like it said in Romans. He had 7,000 men that didn't bow down to Baal. The Lord always set up men that was diligent towards him. That no matter what, they'd die for the Lord. They'd ride for the Lord, man. Just like nowadays, the Lord, he's raising up men right now, the prophets, the 1/3, which equals the elect. The Lord's setting up people to serve him in sincerity and in truth, with no excuses. Well, I just got promoted at the church, so I can't be out there on the highways or something. Then you just don't agree with truth. You rather be lied to and you rather teach lies. Yeah, you can get it. I had it on list. Start at yeah, you can just start at 7. Let's start at let me start at 1. Okay.
Romans 11:1. Say then, have the Most High cast away his people? The Most High forbid.
Yeah, the Most High never cast away his people. Because if you look at the history of Israel, they always was doing some wickedness. And the Most High always had to punish them. Just like we've been punished now. We did that wickedness and the Lord put us in slavery. Serving other gods, and the Lord might, you doing Christmas, he had your house get caught on fire due to Christmas lights or something.
For I also am an Israelite of the seed of Abraham of the tribe of Benjamin.
Yep, that's Paul speaking. He was a Benjamite. Whom today it would be the West Indians, the Jamaicans.
The Most High have not cast away his people, which he foreknew, What ye not what the scripture saith of Elias, how he maketh intercession to the Most High against Israel, saying, Lord, they have killed thy prophets and digged down thy altars, and I am left alone, and they seek my life.
Yeah, because even in history, they didn't want to hear what the prophet said. Because the purpose of being a prophet is to say what's going to happen before it happens. And to reprove and rebuke people. That's why the Lord had order back then, which this world don't have. The Lord is establishing order by the men that he's setting up right now. But back then, what will happen if you go off, you get reproved for it. But Jake back then, they didn't want to hear that. They was, you know what I'm saying, out to kill the prophet. Just like he said, you know, we'd rather have Caesar reign over us. They didn't want the Lord, Yahushua, to reign over them. Because our people love wickedness, man. They're stiff-necked people. They love that wickedness. It's easier to be wicked. They don't want to put the effort into being righteous.
And on top of that, for brothers in his truth, you feel like you by yourself. And the Most High basically reproved Elias, you know, because Elias, you know, he was going through. So that's how we all feel. And each of the states, here it is, we stand across the four corners of the earth, and we all prophesying. We're in this together. You know, you're not the only one going through. You know, speaking of ourselves and brothers all over the world. But guess what? You're going to go through, you know? Verse 4, but what saith the answer of the Most High to him? I have reserved to myself 7,000 men who have not bowed the knee to the image of Baal.
Yeah, because the Lord had reserved 7,000 men who didn't bow down to those heathenistic gods. They still had their diligence towards the Most High. Like the brother was saying, you're not in this alone, man. Can you read this right quick?
Hebrews 13:1. Let brotherly love continue.
Yep, you gotta have that brotherly love continue, because like he was saying, we all one in this thing. You might feel alone, but we all still one. That's why you gotta have that brotherly love continue, because at the end of the day, we all that we got. Your mama, when it comes down to it, your mama and your daddy ain't gonna help you if they not in this truth. When you seek advice, who you go to? You go to one of the brothers. You don't go ask no pastor or no church just because you around the way. You got to go to one of your brothers, because they going to tell you the truth. And if you going off, they going to reprove or rebuke you.
Be not forgetful to entertain strangers, for thereby some have entertained angels unawares.
Yeah, you can't just be out here just cussing any and everybody out, man. You got to do it according to order and sincerity and truth. If it's a time for somebody, if they want to be up here being a scoffer, if it's a time for them to get reproved and rebuked, or get cussed out, so to speak, then it's that time. But if somebody's up here being edified, you don't want to mix the two in, because the one that's being edified might not get edified, because you're sitting here cussing the other one out.
Remember them that are in bonds as bound with them,
Yep.
and them which suffer adversity as being yourselves also in the body.
Yeah, read that last part again.
And them which suffer adversity as being yourselves also in the body.
Yeah, so if a brother going through something, you feel as you going through it too. That's the whole part of the body. If he hurting and he hurting, I'm hurting. That's why you gotta have that brotherhood, man. Because we not in this alone. And don't ever, you shouldn't even, you know what I'm saying, get in that mindset that you in it alone. Because then that could even get you high-minded or something. You know, the brotherhood is here for a purpose.
It's like if you're on a team, on an NBA team or something, and you like garbage, if you're a small forward that's garbage, they're gonna use you. You know, just like in the NFL, if you're a rookie cornerback or something, they're gonna come straight at you, and if you can't hold your own, then the whole team gonna get scored on. Not just him. He gets scored on, but the whole team gets scored on. So if a person is hurting amongst your brethren, then all you hurt. You know, if they're going off, basically all you going off. That's why you have to reprove and correct them, or get them away from you. All right, like you said, one apple, you know, destroy the whole bunch. Also, basically, whatever's